Okay, so now there is only one discussion that is going on globally is trade war between United States and China. Tariff war between United States and China. That is the only discussion right now going on. That China has increased the taxes, then America has increased the taxes. China, it is right now, it is a world leader in manufacturing sector. World, all the manufacturing, whatever happening is worldwide. 35% of the manufacturing happens in China only, and rest is other. So China is manufacturing giant now. China's net export of the manufacturing product, not in services sector, is $3.5 trillion and $500 billion is only to United States. In that fashion, America has a net export as $2 trillion. China is far, far ahead from United States as far as productivity is concerned and market control is concerned. Okay, in that way, America is a leader. America is considered as leader in the aerospace technology. America's Boeing company, it sells out passenger aeroplanes. Seven series, 737, 747, 57, 67, 77, or something like that. There is a 7 series from Boeing that is considered as the one of the market leaders. There is Airbus also. But these two, mostly the America, historically America is considered as the market leader in the aviation technology. Passenger aeroplane, mostly it comes from Boeing only or Airbus. Okay, Airbus is not American company, but these are the leader, not the China. China is 35% world manufacturing. It happens in China, that is for sure. But China is not the world leader is in the aviation technology. Passenger aeroplane, China is not in the world leader scenario. In that way, there is a Xiamen Airlines in the China, which which is buying 130 737 Max Boeing aeroplane from the Boeing company in United States. 130. By the March 2025, 130 aeroplane Xiamen Airlines in the China is it is buying from the Boeing. Okay, now in that sense, now China has raised its tariff to the United States imports that is happening in China to 125%. When $55 million is cost of Boeing 737 Max. 737 Max is a model of Boeing aeroplane that is around 126 seater. It is considered as the dangerous model. Means it is error prone. It makes accident. Still they are buying because of low cost. Boeing 737 is $110 million. Boeing 737 Max is $55 million. Now, when China has imposed in the tariff war 125% tariff on the American product, this aeroplane is becoming costlier now. 125%. It will become more than double. In that way, the Xiamen Airlines of China, it has returned two aeroplane of Boeing to United States. It cannot afford buying aeroplane from the United States, considering 125% of the tariff, 125% of the tariff on the American product that will enter into China. And America has put 145% tax on the Chinese product entering into America. On some products, 245%. Anyway, in that scenario, one name that is coming very promptly is COMAC, Commercial Aircraft Corporation Shanghai. That name is coming as in front that everyone want to know what is COMAC now. Not only that, CATL, cattle. Cattle is a battery giant of China. It manufactures lithium ion battery. Cattle. I believe around 40% market control is of the cattle only. Worldwide battery, lithium ion battery, whatever people see in the mobile phone, everywhere lithium ion battery, 40% around, more than that is the market capture of cattle CATL company in China. Now CATL is manufacturing aeroplane that will run through the lithium battery, and in the range of 2000 to 3000 kilometers. That is very high range for a small country kind of thing. Cattle. And cattle, it has made collaboration with the COMAC. COMAC is the passenger aeroplane manufacturing company in China, and it was established in 2008. Okay, what is great in 2008? Till 2000, till 2000 era, China was nowhere in the world. China started its Olympic journey in 1932, but first gold medal China could win in the Olympic was 1986. For 54 years, China could not win a single gold medal. India was winning gold medal in hockey, but China never could win a single gold medal. Now China is the leading gold medalist in the Olympics. Means from 2008 onward or 2006 onward, there was a supernova explosion of technology happened in China. Now China are leading everywhere. Now in that sense, there is a company called COMAC from China. It is a state-owned company. Means it is owned by government. It is not a private company like Boeing or Airbus. This company manufactures aeroplane with C909, C919, C929, C939, like that. For aeroplane that is in parallel to the Boeing 737 Max. Their max cost is $55 million and 737 cost $100 million. Whereas C909 from the COMAC, that is from China, it cost $38 million. Means all Chinese product of moderate quality and price is very low. It is tempting to many of the customer globally. Now, when China is leading in electronics technology, when China is leading in artificial intelligence part of the software technology, and then China is leading everywhere. Now, people, there is a gossip that this COMAC Airlines manufacturing company in Shanghai, it may surpass Airbus and Boeing. Right now, it is negligible as far as the world business is concerned of the aeroplane. People they do not know COMAC, people they do not know cattle. Okay, but they are ramping up very fast. Now Vietnam is a country that is buying passenger aeroplane. Anyway, now question is arising when China is hitting the ceiling of passenger aeroplanes. What is the current scenario of the passenger aeroplanes in the world? Passenger aeroplane manufacturing companies in the world. Anyway, we have done some compilation of some data where we have passenger aeroplane around the globe. That what are the passenger aeroplane companies around the globe? Okay, in that scenario, I have listed down few companies who make passenger aero. Okay, so for the passenger aeroplane, there are two biggest company in the world called Boeing and Airbus. Boeing has 40% of the share in the passenger aeroplane, and Airbus has 60% of the market share right now. More or less, these two are only manufacturing the kind of passenger aeroplane. Anyway, Chinese government is insisting airlines company in China like Air China, China Eastern Airlines, China Southern Airlines, Xiamen Airlines, not to buy from the Boeing or outside. Means they will now use the COMAC based aeroplanes. Anyway, now future will see if COMAC will take over Boeing and Airbus. We will list down the company who manufacture passenger aeroplane so that it will be easy for the people to understand that what will be the future scenario. Okay, so the if we see the aeroplane market, $424 billion is the market of this aeroplane. $424 billion market for these aeroplanes. Boeing and Airbus are the largest scale. Anyway, when we talk about Boeing, it was established in 1916 after invention of aeroplane. Looks like this was the first company from the, I believe, the Wright brothers. They invented aeroplane. 1916, Chicago-based Chicago-based airplane company, airplane manufacturing company, and right now it's $130 billion in its kind of revenue, $130 billion. Okay, and 171,000 employees are there. 1916 Chicago based. Anyway, it manufactures planes like 737, 747, 767, 777, 787. Okay, someone can get military aircraft or satellite also manufactured through this company, Boeing. And Boeing 737 Max model is a cheaper model, but it is a kind of accident prone. Anyway, Boeing has 40% market share of all the passenger aeroplanes around the globe. Airbus, established in 1970 from the Leiden, Netherlands, okay, and it has 128 billion as its revenue. Okay, here it shows less than the Boeing, but somewhere I was reading it is 40% and 60% market share. Anyway, it has 134,000 employees. Boeing has 171,000 employees. Airbus has 134,000 employees. Airbus 220, Airbus 320, Airbus 330, Airbus 350, Airbus 380 are the famous model from the Airbus. Military plane, helicopter, aerospace related services also it provides. Okay, if we talk about passenger aeroplane, there is a Embraer. Embraer. Embraer is a Brazilian company. Embraer. And it is in Sao Paulo, Brazil, established in 1969 prior to the Airbus. And it has 2 point, it has, I believe, 2.2 billion revenue per year or 7.2 billion. It is below 10 billion. 18,000 employees are there, I believe 2.2 billion. And then Injet E2. So Embraer is mainly into the market of regional airplane. Regional means inside country, inside intra country, not inter country, intra country. Regional aeroplanes it manufactures. Okay, like E2 and this kind of thing. Another is COMAC. Anyway, we have talked about COMAC. That is in China 2008. Public owned means it is government company. Okay, and it is Shanghai based, and it manufactures C929, C939, C949, C909, C919, and again it is very cheap. Means it is considered that if China's market policy is very good, then it may do the damage to the Boeing and Airbus. Another is Bombardier. Bombardier was kind of established in 1942 and it was Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and $3.7 billion. It is revenue turnover. 15,000 employees are there, and it is mainly into aerospace division business jets. It's make it makes passenger aeroplane also nowadays. Otherwise, there are some few aeroplane companies. They are in military area. Means they make means make military jets like Lockheed Martin, that is established in 1995 and it is Maryland, America based. $113 billion. My God. 116 116,000 are employed. F-16, F-35. These are the military base. This is not the jet. This is not the a kind of jet it makes that fighter jets. This is not fighter jet. Okay, it manufacture military based aeroplane. Okay, where military people will sit and it will go. It is a passenger aeroplane only. Okay, and F-16, F-35. F-15 was famous when America used F-15 for the transporting the deportees. Okay, F-15, F-16, F-35, all are constructed, manufactured by Lockheed Martin, based in Maryland, America. Others are like North Corp Grumman, that is also American. Others are Raytheon Technology, again American. Buy system of United Kingdom and HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. These also manufacture the kind of passenger aeroplane but it is used for military purpose. Okay, it is not the end. Okay, I thought it is the end. Okay, when it comes to China, then China is a country where the maximum inventions are happening right now. Okay, mobile to every sector, all new inventions are happening primarily in China. That's why China is market leader in everything. Next generation hydrogen bomb, that is magnesium hydride based hydrogen bomb, or next generation aeroplanes, passenger aeroplane that are coming from China nowadays. One aeroplane is AS700D, AS700D, and it will operate with 3 kilometer height. Then the aeroplane they operate with 10 kilometer or 9 kilometer height. This will operate at 3 kilometer height only, and it will go up immediately 50-meter height rather than running like a on runaway. It will immediately climb 30 meter, 50-meter height, and then it will go up. It runs through battery and it will run at 80 kilometer per hour. There are another aeroplane, battery-based aeroplane coming from China, that is from company CATL. CATL is a battery giant in China, and they have now collaboration with COMAC. COMAC is the aeroplane manufacturing company in Shanghai, based China. Now they have collaboration there, and they were working toward 3 kilometer height aeroplane that will go 2,000 to 3,000 kilometer range, and that will carry around 8 ton of the weight, 8 ton of the weight including passenger and everything. Okay, so these are the scenario as far as the aeroplane aviation sector is concerned. Now everyone's eye is on Comac and Qatar, that what will happen to these companies. Will they take over the Airbus and kind of Boeing monopoly, or they will remain the way they are right now? That is matter of time, and we will see it.